Hi, everybody. Good Tuesday to you. Good February to you. First day of the month. I have a feeling that the groundhog will be in full tactical gear in the morning. Certainly, in consideration of the forecast. Numbers are increasing, whether it be confidence, percentages, however you wish to refer to it. The likelihood of a major winter weather event is increasing. Not a snow one either, as I spoke of last evening. But the rain that could add up to a couple of inches, and the ice that could add up to literally, there are a number of models in concert of up to an inch of total ice. Ice, not sleet, ice. Now, not necessarily for the viewing area. However, we are right on that fine line. It's going to be a quick cutoff. We'll tell you, what the weather services are saying at this time. In just a few moments. Tomorrow might be a good day to get out and make a few preparations just in case. We'll talk about that. Our other top story tonight will be one that's been a long time coming. Bittersweet. Someone put it earlier today, and I referred to it last night with the presentation of a very much deserved and earned and needed primary rescue response vehicle for the McGoffin County Rescue Squad. Oh, what he would have... kind of day he would have had today had he been with us. He's still with us, but just not as we would like. So I'll take you to the rescue squad building in just a few moments, which has been the bulk of my day. And I've got a lot of other news that I'm still holding that we'll pick up on later on the week, starting as soon as tomorrow. We'll also have some local and state COVID numbers for you real quickly and see how this week is comparing to last week's record-setting week in McGoffin County. All that and much more in just a second or two.
SSI and disability cases are harder to win these days. You need all the help you can get. If the government has turned you down, I will not. Many factors are considered when a claim is being processed, like your age, education, physical, and mental disabling conditions. When it comes time to winning your disability case, you should not face a federal judge alone. You need an attorney who is experienced, determined, hardworking, knowledgeable, and dedicated to helping you win benefits that you deserve. If you need help with your SSI or disability case, call me, Donald Wayne McFarland, and let me go to work for you.
Yes, going on to our top story this evening. Bittersweet is the best way I can explain it, and I feel that's falling short, but just don't have any other words. I think that was certainly the tone today of the mood and the gathering. Everyone excited and happy to be there, but missing the most important part of today's event, the man who made it all happen. Essentially. The McGoffin County Rescue Squad, through the efforts of Captain Carter Connolly, received today from the fiscal court and county government through the purchase with coal severance funds a very long-awaited for, much needed, and much deserved primary rescue vehicle. Oh, what a day Carter would have had.
It's been a long time coming. This has been a dream of Carter's for since I've been judge. We started this actually getting the wheels turning on getting a new vehicle probably last February, March, and it's taken a year because of the pandemic for this to happen. This is kind of a bittersweet moment. Carter was a valuable asset to McGoffin County. He was always asking for more. Actually, he wanted 2 trucks. But we're able to provide one today, and we're working on the second one. And on behalf of McGoffin County, the fiscal court, the citizens of McGoffin County, we're going to be giving you the keys to a brand new truck.
Thank you.
All right, Jay, go get her. Go get her. Come on. Well, there's a few things for sure. One most glaring thing for sure today, and an absolute certain. Big guy would have been stepping high when the judge and fiscal court turned over the keys to a very much needed and certainly well-earned brand new rescue truck. I've told this story a few times in the last couple of days, spending some time working on this truck and reminiscing, so to speak. I can remember back in 2005 at the old office of Your News Today, late one night, Carter called, "It's here, it's here, it's here. I'll pick you up in a second." That was when our current rescue one, 20 years ago, had just been picked up. It was just a bare bones blank truck, no lights, no stickers, no nothing yet. And he was just as happy as any kid on Christmas could ever be. And he picked me up, and we headed up Route 40 drying it out. So it's really hard to say just how excited Carter would have been.
He'd have been doing cartwheels right now, I guarantee you. He'd have been doing his UK touchdown dance. Yeah.
If Carter was here, he'd be in that truck and gone in it. I mean, he'd been tickled to death. And I wish he was here to see that. Yeah.
He'd have been super tickled. He'd have been explaining all the rules of it to us right now, what to do, what not to do, and telling us not to let him drive it because he'd be afraid he'd wreck it.
Well, he had a bit of reputation. Yeah, he'd been known to back into a few things. And every truck that bore the Gulf County Rescue Squad emblem. You know, this new truck, it wasn't, though, just about having a new truck. And keep in mind, again, Rescue 1 has been our primary rescue truck for its 20 years. That's more than one lifetime for a vehicle of that nature. But Carter's drive was about having what it took to be dependably, reliably, and efficiently able to come to the aid of whoever needed it. More often than not, before anyone else seeing the need for or benefits of anything that was within his reach. He was no technologically advanced individual. I say that with all due respect. I put myself in the same category a lot. But he knew that there was always something out there that could help the McGoffin County Rescue Squad better do their job.
Yeah, he tried to keep us as advanced and up to par with everybody else, or he liked, when we first got the drone, we was ahead of a lot of people, and that tickled him to death, that we was on the leading edge of everything.
Going back to Carter's persistence, we'll call it, he knew every truck we had was worn out years ago. And he knew what a financial drain it was to keep Rescue 1 on the road for these last several years.
Absolutely. Day one in office, Carter was, actually before I took office, Carter was hitting me up, telling me he needed trucks. And we went through several different options over the years, just trying to find one. Initially, we were looking, it was going to cost us $130,000, $140,000 to get the one that he was wanting, that we had found down in Atlanta. We just couldn't swing that. But over the years, it took a couple years actually for us to secure the funding, as I mentioned earlier. And when we did, he actually wanted 2 trucks, as I said before. And we're still working on that second one. But he, once we placed the order back, I guess it was early spring, late spring, he probably called once a week, wanted to know what the status was. And I had to tell him over and over again there wasn't any change, and then it was supposed to be in here in October. And then unfortunately, he never did make it here to see it.
It started back early last year, and when Matt told us it was kind of in the works, and then about once a week, Carter called. He didn't matter if Matt was on vacation or wherever. He called once a week. Where's my truck? Well, you know, on my truck. He really kept pushing after him to get it here.
You know, the 05, it's wore out pretty bad. Seems like every other month it was turning up on us, and we sunk a lot of money into it. You know, we put another motor in it. If I put a motor in a month ago, I put a new rocket in it. I mean, it just wore out. I say over the 5 years, in that truck, I say we put $30,000 in it. We needed the truck real bad.
And we'll all agree that there's one thing we need worse than anything. You know, the one thing we can't have or bring back. And that is Carter. But we can work to carry on his legacy to the best of our ability and dedication to the McGoffin County Rescue Squad. And that's what these men have been doing. They've been working very hard to honor their captain and do things how he would have wanted them done, and try to make improvements where they can and where they see fit and see the ability and option to do so. And now they're going to have to collectively set their sights on something that's never, ever been done in the history of the McGoffin County Rescue Squad without Carter Conley. And I think we're all dreading that a little bit, if not a whole lot. Has anybody had the realization yet that we're going to have to start this auction here without him for the first time?
Yeah, and that was a big undertaking with him here. I can imagine what it's going to be with him not here. I mean, he started early and on the phones every day and sending emails, and just, it was a crazy time leading up to the auction. A lot of work goes into it.
I mean, we're going to be able to, I know we're going to be able to do it without him, but I mean, how are we going to make him pull it off, you think?
We just all have to come together and help one another and get this done. It's going to take a lot of the members to do it this time. It's going to take us all coming together and getting it done.
I think that a lot of us are still probably in denial that he's not here. He was a fixture in McGoffin County my entire memory since I was a little kid. I mean, you knew who the rescue squad was Carter. And after seeing the preview pictures that you sent me, especially of the hood, it just keeps coming back to me, and us watching those ball games, and in between plays, we would be talking squad business. How we can get this, we need this, I'm trying to do that, and talking about getting this truck over and over and over.
I'll be right back.
Not everything has changed over the years. Frazier's Prater Drugstore is still your most trusted pharmacy, where you can get your prescription brought to you curbside or make your way to the counter for a snack, lunch, or an incredibly sweet treat. And check out Strings and Things inside the shack, the Radio Shack, musical instruments, guns, ammo, electronics, and more. It's as wonderfully unique of a shopping experience as is the selection at Frazier's Prater Drugstore in downtown Salyersville. Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. Whether the new year brings you new dreams or you're working towards the same ones, let Salyersville National Bank help you build, bank, or save for them. Salyersville National has been helping dreams come true since 1902. Give them a call at the main location, 349-3131, or the branch, 6121.
Now look at COVID numbers, comparing today's numbers and case count for the week to date to that of last week here in McGoffin County. As the state as a whole is still continuing to see numbers on their way down. It's going to be rural areas, as we discussed yesterday, that are going to be slower to follow suit.
Coming off McGoffin County's worst week ever for cases, which was just last week, top right of your screen, we had 264 total cases last week. We're not far behind that this week. Saturday, over the course of the weekend, we had 24. We had 6 on Sunday, then 55 yesterday, another day over 50 today at 51. So those 4 days gives us a total of 136 and counting with 3 days left. Last week at this time, we were at 144, so we're running a very close second to that with over 100 cases in the last 2 days alone here in McGoffin County. That puts our case count 3,551. Our number of hospitalized, per my last update, stays the same as where it was yesterday at a total of 3. I believe none of those individuals from McGoffin County are on a ventilator at this time. As for the 51 cases that we did have today, 13 of those were said to be in young adults, kids under the age of 18. While going on to our state incident rate map, yesterday we were down to, I think, 4 counties that were the only 4 under the 100 mark. And remember, it just takes 25 to be in the red, and the entire state's been in the red for weeks. To be honest, I don't have a total number of counties that are less than 100 today. I can tell you, however, McGoffin County has gone up again today as we take a closer look. We are well over 200. We were right at 200, just below yesterday. Now we're at 233.8. Floyd, 236. Johnson County, 202. And counting, and still I see only a number, very small number, 3 counties that are under that 100 mark, and many well over 100, and certainly in the 200s and 300s as well. As for the case count for the state of Kentucky, the governor yesterday saying it appears as though we are at least starting the decline. Still too early to tell and confirm, but it looks as though again today we have seen fewer cases. We're still talking about 8,759 cases, but a fewer number of cases. 15 deaths today, which is a little less than what we have seen on a relatively daily basis. Positivity rating now, it was as high as 33%, now down well below 30 at 27.51, but still that's 1 out of every 4 Kentuckians who are getting testing positive for the coronavirus. Another reminder about the position available with the Kentucky Home Care Program here in Magoffin County, looking for someone to fill a position for delivery functions, service delivery functions, in-home services to homebound clients over 60, home management, shopping, personal care, errands, escorts, and things of that nature. Minimum qualifications, certified nurse assistant, or 1 year of work experience in a related field. And there is, of course, the address and the contact information on your screen should you want to apply. Coming up this Saturday, the one-stop Cupid shop at the community center. Over 30 vendors registered and counting. I think every day they're adding a few more, and all sorts of things, jewelry and rata and concessions and proceeds going to project graduation, and something for everyone on your sweetheart list, and probably yourself, too, just saying. Saturday, 9 till 4. And if you would like to become involved in a community service organization and you have an ancestor anywhere that fought or gave aid in the American Revolution, there's going to be a representative of the Indian Mound chapter of the DAR available Saturday the 26th of February for 2 hours starting at 10 o'clock that morning at Wages Tax Service on Route 40, about 3 miles or so out of town. Call for an appointment, 496-6733. Call me when you have a calendar announcement. And, of course, the birthdays and anniversaries that we so like to pass along are included, so let me know. Funeral service announcements brought to you by the Magoffin County Funeral Home. And tonight, a reminder of services that start tomorrow at 1 for 49-year-old Tracy Ann Potter Hackworth. She passed away Thursday. The daughter of Johnny Walter Potter and Deborah Gullett Comley. She's survived by her parents and her husband, Darrell Keith Hackworth, and son, Brandon Keith. Daughter, Ashley Messer. Sisters, Tammy Potter Hopkins and Trish Potter Cox. And stepbrothers, Chris Murphy and Mark Murphy. Funeral services tomorrow at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Rodney Stephen Minix, 61 of Sagersville, passed away yesterday at his home, the son of the late Charles Willis and Shirley Faye Poe Minix. He's survived by his wife, Dorothy Irene Love Minix, and sons, Stephen Randall and Charles Richard Minix, a sister, Cheryl Howard, and 3 grandchildren. Services will start Thursday at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home in his honor. Friends can call in the funeral home tomorrow evening after 6. An 88-year-old Oliver Charles Powers of Sagersville will be laid to rest this Sunday. Services beginning at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. He's survived by brother William Grant Powers and sisters Phoeban Fitzgerald and Laureen Hall. Again, services Sunday at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Do you really want to get caught in this again on those tires? Get there in one piece and save. Conley Tires got specials going on right now through the end of March, like $100, even $200 back on a set of Goodyears. And get those tires, brakes, service, whatever you need with 6 months no interest financing. Conley Tire in Staffordsville or conleytire.net. Just like Christmas, it only happens one time of the year. And it's here, the annual half-off Christmas sale at the seasonal shop. That's right, everything in the store Christmas is half off. And everything clearance is marked down 70%. That's right, it only comes one time of year after Santa has come and gone. The annual half-off Christmas sale for a very limited time at the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one. Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. Forward pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at just $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Add 3 gigabyte of data for only $29.99 a month. 6 gigabyte of data, $39.99. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus, only $89.99, which has 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. All the features without the long-term commitment. It's forward pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Now let's take a few moments and look at your weather forecast. This is a serious situation developing and literally still a great deal of unknowns. And as Magoffin County and Johnson County, more often than not, it seems, find themselves, we're right on that line, right on that cutoff. We're right now, computer models, for the most part, are in concert of up to the possibility of 1/4 of an inch of ice for us. And just to the north, I mean literally a mile to the north or so of Magoffin County, that zone, as is a lot of central Kentucky, could see the potential of up to 3/4 of an inch of ice. And there are still models and forecasters which indicate that this storm could dump as much as an inch of ice. And that would be catastrophic.
Just in the last hour, if you're catching the 6 o'clock show, the watch area has been updated and extended and lowered. And it didn't include Magoffin and Johnson counties in that watch area at the time, but it does now. And that line could continue to drop a little lower into southeastern Kentucky as time progresses. So we are under a winter storm watch in effect from Thursday morning through Friday morning. Remember, this is Thursday morning and tomorrow is Wednesday. So you've got some time tomorrow to make any preparations that you need. We will see some rain out and ahead of this event, and we'll talk more about that in just a few seconds. As far as total ice accumulation, National Weather Service out of Jackson indicating, as you see, Magoffin and Johnson County, Sagersville, Paintsville, anywhere up to about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch. Now, that is serious. As far as travel is concerned, we've been through this, we understand. But it's that heavier stuff of up to a 1/2 an inch or so that you see up there in the red. Well, that would certainly have a much larger toll on power lines and travel and basically everything. And well, an inch of ice could be just, well, catastrophic might be a strong word, but an inch of ice would paralyze everyone for some time until roads could be treated. That's not an easy thing. Power lines restored as tree limbs are going to be thick and heavy, iced over as our power lines and tree limbs, and we're just hoping for the best at this point. 24 hours from now, we'll have a better handle on it, but this is what we probably need to start at least preparing for in the next 24 to 48 hours. Tonight, nothing. Clouds are going to increase out and ahead of a 38-degree low. Southerly winds 3 to 6 miles per hour. That pretty much sums up the rest of your Tuesday. Your Wednesday, rain is going to move in. Likely for us, the window looks to be after 2 o'clock or so in the afternoon. So a dry start to the day tomorrow and around 50 degrees for daytime highs. Winds are going to start to gust up to 17, 18 miles per hour throughout the day and afternoon. And temperatures will fall to around 47 by tomorrow night. A lot of warm air out ahead of this. And we're looking at a 3-degree temperature swing for tomorrow. 50 for your high, just falling to 47. As far as rainfall amounts tomorrow, National Weather Service has maybe up to 1/4 of an inch. But on your Thursday, rain will become much more heavy. And right now, 1 to 2 inches of rain is a very good chance for the course of your Thursday. Winds still up to 15, 17, 18 miles per hour. It is Thursday night when rains possibly start to mix with freezing rain before 1 in the a.m., then freezing rain, then sleet on the backside of this. And, of course, it's that freezing rain, which is the very worst of all of those forms of precipitation. And anywhere from literally new sleet accumulation of maybe a 1/2 inch or a little less, but ice accumulation for specifically the viewing area right now anywhere from 1 to 2/10 of an inch. We will watch this very closely and certainly focus on it much more for you tomorrow. As you saw Friday, freezing rain likely to linger into the morning. Temperatures 30 at best. Friday night, low teens as you saw. There's your weekend. It's gone. Saturday 34 and sunny. Sunday 42 and partly sunny. A little chance of a light snow in the morning and afternoon hours. Sunday to the tune of 20%. Kind of a narrow, short window. Nothing to really worry about. Monday 37 and dry and partly sunny, and Tuesday mostly sunny and 39 degrees. So we do clear up rather nicely, but this could be one big wintry mess that could make a lot of things very treacherous.
So, in 24 hours, I'll have more news, more on your forecast, and best advice again is, some preparations that you might want to make for some power outages would certainly be a good thing. Nothing we haven't been through before, but it's nothing fun and nothing that any of us look forward to, and something that we all want to stay safe through. So, with that said, I'll see you back here tomorrow night. Thanks for watching.